Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of What You Reading Wednesday. I am so excited to be here with you again. I really enjoy reviewing some of the great books we have here at Erickson Library that are ready to be checked out. So please definitely contact us or log into your library account through our website to put some of these great reads on hold. You can come in and browse and pick up your holds, or we are very happy to deliver them to you curbside. So typically I do mostly YA, but I've kind of delved into some other reviews here and there. I'm going to start actually with a fiction adult book. It's a holiday romance. I just finished it. I saw a lot of great reviews about it, so I snatched it up as soon as I saw that we had it at the library. So I highly recommend it. It is called In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. And what is really interesting is this author team, it's actually two ladies who write together. They actually have quite a few books out, and they're all, I think, very popular. So this is the first time I read anything by them. But yeah, it is a combined pen name of longtime writing partners and best friends, Christina Hobbs and Lauren Billings, I believe. And that's where they get the combined name from. So I thought that was really cool. So it says pure, irresistible magic from start to finish, and I highly recommend it and agree with that. If you're fans of Groundhog Day movie or anything that has a little bit of the time traveling element to it, I think you would love this. I'll give you a little synopsis of what it's about. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but not for Malin Jones. She's living with her parents, hates her going nowhere job, and has just made a romantic error of epic proportions. But perhaps worst of all, this is the last Christmas May will be at her favorite place in the world, the snowy Utah cabin where she and her family have spent the holidays every year since she was born, along with two other beloved families. Mentally melting down as she drives away from the cabin for the final time, May throws what she thinks is a simple plea into the universe. Please show me what will make me happy. And it ensues of her on a time loop going back to the cabin continuously until she kind of figures some things out. But I won't ruin or spoil the ending for you, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I highly recommend. Okay, and for the YA picks today, I actually went through some of, again, the new books that we have here, but ones that have won awards. So we will start with one called The Way Back by Gabrielle Savit, and it has won it was one of the National Book Award finalists. And this is what the cover looks like. And you can always tell the ones with the book awards because they usually have a little book award symbol on them. So if you're ever looking for that. For the people of Tupik, a tiny riverside village in Eastern Europe, demons are everywhere, dancing on the rooftops at midnight, congregating in the trees, trying to steal away the living. They even have a land of their own, the Far Country, governed by demonic lords and ladies. One night, the angel of death comes strolling through the village. This sends Yihada Liab and Bluma, two children of Tupik, whirling off on a perilous journey through the Far Country, where they will make pacts with ancient demons and declare war on death himself, and maybe, just maybe, find the way back. Drawing inspiration from Jewish folk tradition, Gabrielle Savit takes readers on an unforgettable and life-affirming adventure filled with heart and hope. The Way Back. Next, we have one called The Poet X. And again, this was a National Book Award winner. So the last one was a finalist, and this was a National Book Award winner. And it says, a story that will slam the power of poetry and love back into your heart. And it is a New York Times bestselling author, Elizabeth Acevedo. And this actually won multiple awards as well. So what's neat about this book is it is actually written in poetry form. So the entire book is written like a poem. So very, very unique. The heart-stopping, award-winning novel in verse about an unstoppable young Afro-Latina poet who tells her own story with blazing words and powerful truth. Exomara Batista feels unheard and unable to hide in her Harlem neighborhood, but secretly, she pours her dreams and frustrations onto the pages of her notebook like prayers. When she is invited to join her school's slam poetry club, she doesn't know how she could ever attend without her religious mammy finding out. But even so, in the face of a world that may not want to hear her, she refuses to be silent. The Poet X. Next, we have one called The Black Flamingo, and this won the Stonewall Book Award from the American Library Association. It's by author Dean Atta. Michael is a mixed-race gay teen growing up in London. All his life, he's navigated what it means to be Greek and Jamaican, but never quite feeling Greek or Black enough. As he gets older, Michael's coming out is only the start of learning who he is and where he fits in. When he discovers the drag society, he finally finds where he belongs, and the Black Flamingo is born. Told with raw honesty, insight, and lyricism, this debut novel from acclaimed poet Dean Atta explores the layers of identity that makes us who we are and allows us to shine. The Black Flamingo. Interesting that this author is actually known as a poet. And with the last book, The Poet X, the entire book is written in poetry verse. This one is by author Ben Philippe, and it is called The Field Guide to the North American Teenager. And it won the William C. Morris Debut Award from the American Library Association. It was the winner. Meet Norris Kaplan. As a Black French-Canadian who has been recently plunked into Austin, Texas, he is not happy. Norris's superpower has always been the ability to wield a sharp comeback and keep people at a safe distance. He'll just do his time there until he can finally go back home. Having grown up on a steady diet of American TV, Norris knows just what to expect when he starts at a prototypical American high school. Sure enough, he soon encounters Artie, the manic pixie dream girl, who preys on awkward teen boys. Madison, the beta cheerleader, in the middle of the cheerleading pyramid, good listener. Liam, the loner, sad eyes, headphones not necessarily playing anything. Harry, armpits, the bully. Improperly groomed linebacker, missing link understudy. Against all odds, though, he finds himself with a love interest, a new potential best friend, and what appears to be a budding ice hockey team. Will he give in and start living his life and maybe even enjoy it? Or will he blow it all by being, well, Norris? The Field Guide to the North American Teenager. And I thought that was kind of a neat twist that he is actually French-Canadian. So that was kind of neat. And finally, we have one by author Jason Reynolds, who I absolutely adore. I love Jason Reynolds. His book, Stamped. Highly recommend it. We did it this fall as the Global Read Aloud book, and we actually went together with a school in California to read that, and high school class in Boone here participated, as well as the school in California. And then we also had another library, I believe in South Carolina, as well participate with us. So Jason Reynolds, New York Times bestseller, and he is also the ambassador for young adult literature with the National Library Association for 2021. So this was a National Book Award finalist. It's called Look Both Ways. And it also won the Coretta Scott King Award as well. And it says, as told in 10 blocks, a whole lot of crazy can happen on the walk home from school. A wipeout, a brave up, a handshake, an escape, a joke, a risk, a mistake, a grand plan, or even a school bus falling from the sky. 10 stories, 10 blocks. What really goes on after the dismissal bell rings. Look Both Ways by Jason Reynolds. So I hope that some of those entice you to come and put something on hold here at Erickson Library. And if you need help finding your next great read, we are more than happy to help you find that. So just give us a call, contact us by email, browse our catalog on our website, and I hope you find your next favorite read. Until next week, thank you, take care, and happy reading.